Now, I'm going to start somewhere. Well, you see, I want to start at the Oxy battle right away. But I'm going to kind of start just a couple of months back so you know how it got set up and how when King of the Dot first found out I was going to do a smack event, you know what I'm saying? Because we were already having a problem, problems for a long time. And it wasn't just that. Actually, it had nothing to do with that. Our problems they weren't even serious. We were actually good. I just wanted to do a smack battle, and I want to build the West Coast. And they know exactly how adamant I've been about it. For the past 3 years, I've been fighting with them about having big West Coast events, about them taking budgets from us and building Toronto with it, and crazy shit like that, which I'll get into in other parts where they steal money from our events out here and they use it to fund their stupid fucking gay-ass Toronto events. When the biggest thing for me, everybody knows, what it was building our home back because we fucking lost our shit. And it happened ever since Grind Time fell apart and we started going to Canada to build their shit. You know what I'm saying? When I wanted to battle on Smack and start continuing to build the West Coast, I get wind that they're all talking shit about me. And Organik pretty much gets ballsy with me and says I'm a snake and all this weird shit because I want to do a fucking URL battle. And I'm just exercising different parts of the culture because all that shit's part of the culture. I'm not going to alienate anything. In their mind, it's a competition thing and they take everything personal. It's not even a fucking business. Everything they do is to compete with Smack. And for me, like, I'm competing with the battlers. I'm not competing with the fucking company. You know what I'm saying? And here's the reality of this situation. When the Rock shit got set up, they had a lot of fucking bullshit going on. And pretty much they were fucking flipping out that I was going over there. Then they try to act like it was okay. So in the meantime, me and Oxy were going to battle. We started talking, we wanted to battle around that time. And when we first decided to do it, we were going to do it on King of the Dot. So me and Oxy talked about, all the shit that we wanted to do. And he said, fine. And he hit up King of the Dot. They ignored him for 3 months. Oxy couldn't get a hold of them, and they were too busy setting up gay-ass fucking Toronto shit and other shit, and they're doing all their bullshit. And in the middle of all that happening, Oxy hits me back up, and we decide to set up the battle ourselves. So we start preparing ourselves, setting up. I get a venue. We start talking to a guy. We got an investor. I'm getting paid about like $15,000 for it. I'm just going to put out numbers. I don't even give a fuck. I'm getting 15 racks to battle him just off top. Besides, like, I was going to get, other shit. Like, that was just an upfront thing. And Oxy was going to get paid money, too. I don't know exactly how much he was going to get, but he was going to get a big amount. All this is happening, and Organik and all of them, they're flipping out about shit. Organik is telling me he wants to fucking quit battle rap at one point. They're all fucking crying about shit all the fucking time. I don't want to lose fucking track because there's so much fucking shit, man. So while this is fucking happening, Organik fucking finally responds to Oxy after we're already got the ball rolling and shit, and we got our date was being locked in for October, the same time they had an event. So out of nowhere, Organik hits me up and tells me, yo, Oxy wants to do this shit at World Dom. He wants to battle you at World Dom. That's what Organik tells me. In the beginning, he was trying to make it happen in Toronto, of course, 100%. I'm tripping at first when he tells me that because me and Oxy are planning it alone. So I was like, what? Like, for a split second, I thought Oxy just flipped the script on me. So I hit him up. And pretty much it turned out that Organik finally decided to respond to him. And he's trying to pitch it at me like he's already locked in. Like, Organik doesn't know me and him are talking. So all this is happening. He hits me back up. I'm about to go to Smack. I got a multiple contract deal with them on the table. These motherfuckers are crying about all this shit. I'm starting to feel bad, and I started thinking like, damn, this is also going to be a lot for me to fucking take on my plate. Like, if I'm going to run this event and be battling him and Tay-Rock, like, because I was planning on making them both happen back to back. It was always my fucking plan. The smack shit was like, we seen that coming a while before the fucking public found out. So I decided, I'm like, yo, I should just do it on fucking King of the Dots. World domination too. It's also a fucking world dom thing. It's almost like a fucking, it goes with the, and, you know, Oxy's like, yo, fuck it, let's, I guess we'll do it on King of the Dot. So we finally like agree to just do it and give it to them. So keep in mind, the battle's already fucking locked in. As soon as I call them, I immediately tell them, well, listen, we already got some shit going. So like, what are you offering? Like, what are you trying to do? I told them I was willing. You know, I knew that they didn't have money because we don't have money, man. We don't have a budget. We don't have a budget. So now, like, I'm willing to take a cut. And I tell these motherfuckers, listen, regardless of this being an Oxy battle, the amount of pay-per-view that I bring in and my YouTubes, how much they make over a period of time and how much they sell at the door and everything combined, I am easily worth 10 racks. Like, and I want that as my pay. It has to be my standard fucking payment. You give me $10,000 to fucking battle because you're making all this money off me and you're paying the undercard, because the undercard is not selling tickets like that. They're not the ones bringing in the tickets ever. Whenever I'm headlining, I'm bringing in most of the fucking ticket sales. So if they're making 20 G's or 30 G's, you got to figure that 75 to 80% of that is my money. It doesn't make sense to give me $2,000 and $3,000 to battle rap when I'm bringing in all the fucking traffic. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fucking snap. I'm trying to keep it cool. So, you know, I tell them, you know, I'm willing to do this because I'm thinking I got sponsors. I'll get sponsors. I got side sponsors. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get paid off them. I'm going to pull me some side sponsors and end up making like, you know, clearing maybe 20 racks and being fine off it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they tell me, oh, no. We really think you're worth the 10. But we just don't have money. So I get talked down, and keep in mind this is 2 months in advance. So I have 2 months to prepare for a fucking battle down there. It's like 5 weeks or 6 weeks. It's not 2 months, but it's 2 months in the bill world, in bills. So I have to. So pretty much they grind me down, which was one of the most torturous days of my life, to $6,000 fucking dollars. And pretty much make me feel like that was more than enough. Like, nah, this we're not going to make money off this. We can't even fucking pay Oxy. We can't do none of this shit. So I'm going back and so they're using me as some kind of fucking mule, because this is why I'm really fucking mad, because I feel like Oxy deserves more money than all of us. They're using me as a mule to tell him, like, we don't got fucking bread. So I'm over there thinking that I'm telling him, like, listen, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's going to fucking be. And from the kindness of his heart, he was like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And he was down to do it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And they were excited about that. They loved that. But here's the fucking part. As the battle is being set up, I got 5-6 weeks I have to survive off their deposit, which is $3,000. And I got to go hustle and make other money now, because I can't even prepare like that. I can't, because that doesn't even cover, that barely covers my rent. You know what I mean? My rent's $2,500. Just letting you guys know all my personal shit. That's without my car, without all my fucking retarded. So I'm their main guy. I'm struggling again, as it always is. You know what I'm saying? And they're preparing, gearing up to what's going to be their biggest fucking paycheck they've ever got in their life. So, you know, well, let's not sidetrack, because I just imagined me like splitting someone's head open and shit, and I just completely like lost track of where the fuck I was at. It's gonna happen a lot in this conversation, because you're dealing with like really flaring shit, and I shouldn't be doing this live, but you know, fuck it. So where were we? Where fucking were we, man? So all this is happening, and this is how much I have to to deal with. Now, keep in mind that I'm thinking at this time that, you know, I'm doing them a favor, and I'm literally, oh man, they're fucking struggling. They're always using against me. Oh, I live with my parents. Oh, I can't even do this. I don't know what business deals use negotiating skills like personal things, but those are used against me in our negotiations. Just so people know, whenever I negotiate a battle, I have personal things used against me from the other people. Like, oh man, I'm struggling, man. I can't pay this. I can't pay that, man. You gotta help me out. Oh, we're in debt. We lost money, so you gotta lose too, man. You know, the Canibus fucking battle. We lost money on it, bro, so you can't get paid for your battle. But, you know, for the next 8 years, we'll make a monthly payment off all your videos, and never even send you $100 at a time or an installment or some kind of attempt. You know what I'm saying? It's always that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't want to go off to the cannabis shit. We're staying on the Oxy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking all this shit is, you know, so now, meanwhile, all this is happening. I'm looking for other sponsors, and I'm scrambling. And suddenly they're getting all the hugest sponsors. And you got to know that this was our battle. So me and Oxy would have directly got all the sponsors if we threw it. And now all these sponsors came to them first and told them, hey man, we got 50 racks. Hey man, we got 40 racks. You know, big ass fucking numbers. Don't let them fucking lie. So I'm done with the fucking lies. You know, I fucking listened to the bullshit from a long time, but me and Bingo Boom got in goddamn contact, and then it's, suck my dick. So, you know, I know how much the fucking money is. Suck my fucking dick. Real shit. I'll make you suck my dick. So, you know, all this is coming in, and I'm being told, you know, and I'm not notified about any of it. So as the battle starts coming close, I'm heated about mad shit. They know that they're fucking up because they're getting all this fucking money. And they come to me like, yo, we got you something, man. Last minute, after I've struggled this whole time. The last week, like 3, 4, 5 days before the battle. Oh, man, we got you. Oh, don't say we didn't look out for you. Like, in the craziest way possible. They try to send Avi Rex at me like a hero. And you got to know, they didn't even... First, before I was able to get my money, they extorted me for my fucking stats. Hold on. Extorted me for my stats, my analytics. Basically, Avi Rex tells me, yo, man, this company ain't gonna pay you till you give up the analytics of all your channels. And I'm telling him, what? First, he said, I need your Facebook password. I'm like, I don't use Facebook. I don't use that shit. So, you got to make me an administrator on your shit, or they ain't gonna pay you. So he's trying to convince me that they want all this shit. So bottom line is, this piece of dog shit tells me at one point, bro, I need your password. And he keeps on asking for this shit so much that he offers me, I swear to God on my granny life, rest in peace, $5,000 for my password. $5,000 for my password. I didn't agree to it. Pay the fucking battlers $5,000. I don't need the fucking $5,000 for my password. I need my fucking money for battling. So, you know, $5,000 for my password. Bottom line is, I end up not giving them my password no matter how much they offered because I knew it was shady. But I fucked up because I screenshotted a bunch of my analytics to them and showed them what parts of the world my fans are. And I know this was so they could target them and sell them merch and bullshit King of the Dot shit that I don't get money out of. And they could lie as much as they want, but the dude was so adamant about my shit. Tells me the other company, okay, cool. What if that company wanted my shit? The fact he was willing to pay me $5,000 means he was playing with crazy money. Even if they wanted my analytics, the way he pressed me for my password, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So then it switches over to Bingo Boom wants you to wear. We got a company called Bingo Boom, and I'm trying to squeeze $4,000 out of them. I might be able to get that out of them, bro. You know, just know we looking out for you, bro, and don't ever think that because we already had beef. So this was the point of them making me look like, oh, you know, you fucked up, bro. Now we got a sponsor for you, and we're gonna get you the 10. It's so crazy that the sponsor was exactly $4,000. I even suspected it because I'm a fucking computer. You can't fuck with me like that. When they said $4,000, I was like 6 and 4. That's 10. Why is it such a perfect number? Nah, there's more money. But I was like, there's probably like a little bit more money. Let him have it. I ain't a greedy motherfucker. They probably got 10 grand from Bingo Boom. You know what I mean? Like, they pocketed 6 on my ass and gave me 4. Cool. Y'all can have the 6. Y'all deserve it. You really don't. But then to come to find out that it was 40,000, and you telling me, oh man, we love you, bro. You're our homie, bro. You're the star of our company. Suck my fucking dick. I will never be the star of your shit. I created you. I came from Grind Time, a fucking place that I helped create, to come to your bullshit. We left Grind Time to come to you bitch ass niggas to give y'all some shit. So y'all could be relevant, because it was a clan rally when we came there. It was only white nerds. There was no multicultural. There was nothing. I had to drag DNA's little gay ass over there so y'all could be accepted. And then Drake come watch a fucking battle in your own city because he didn't fuck with you till I got there. You mark ass motherfuckers. What did Drake tell Bishop when he met him when you had a gay ass staff member sitting next to him? Yo, King of the Dot, y'all some nerds and shit. Oh, Bishop, you fucking with them nerds. Because y'all took Bishop was the only motherfucker that had a street thing with you bitch ass motherfuckers. One of the only dudes who even was able to talk to people of color or people of a different ethnicity or any type of culture to give y'all some shit you can relate to. He was the guy. Y'all painted him as a fucking sucker too, and he really the only one out of you motherfuckers you could talk to. You know, King of the Dot, bunch of fucking cornball fucking clan rally members. Then Drake tell me, yo man, hey yo, it's my dream to come watch you live in a battle one day. I hit him and I tell him, yo, I'm coming to Toronto. Magically he appears for my DNA battle and leaves right after. Of course they put dirt on his name for that. Of course, because he didn't stay for the other gay shit, because why would he? He came to see the real thing, you know, which we'll get into later. Now let's go right back to the Oxy shit. Right back to the Oxy shit. So they getting all this fucking money. Now, we do the battle. I still, you know, yo, they're telling people in the front 100 to get in. My own people, they're selling the tickets go to some crazy ass fucking number that I didn't even fucking know about, which was another thing that I didn't bring up. But so you know, the battle happens, and after the battle happens out of nowhere, they pressing me for a contract. No, wait. I think they pressed me the night before. Like, you need to sign this right now. I can't even read it or send it to nobody. It was like some shit that I had to fucking like really sit down and read. Nah, you gotta sign this. I was like, don't talk to me about this shit while I gotta fucking battle. You out of your fucking mind. They sent me some weird ass goofy white dude I ain't never seen in my life. So he was telling me, oh yeah, man, you gotta sign. I don't know who the fuck you are, and I don't know what the fuck you talking about. We never signed shit. So then, you know, they pressing me for a signature after the battle, and now we get into the title of the goddamn Periscope. This the title of the Periscope was why we didn't get 20 million views, and y'all could confirm this with Oxy. The reason why we didn't get over 20 million views for the fucking video is because we got boycotted by tons of fucking bootleggers who took away millions of views, and they could actually prove the numbers. Oxy and them got the numbers. We lost like 10 million, and this is why. King of the Dot was holding the fucking video hostage, telling me Oxy didn't even know this was happening. They didn't need his signature because they knew he wasn't tripping. They came to me and told me, oh man, we need you to sign this or we ain't gonna release it. I'm like, when the fuck was there a goddamn, when was this, you know, I've done 22 battles for you. I've signed like 3 contracts. What the fuck you talking about? I'll read this and I'll get back to you. Nah, we holding the video hostage. Bitch ass motherfuckers started sending me message. J-Pro telling me, oh yeah, man, this is how much of marks they are. J-Pro telling me, hey man, you know, I ain't tripping, man. I just, you know, I would put it out, but Charles and Organic need the signature. Then Organic's bitch ass sending me messages. Hey man, it's just J-Pro and Charles that need the signature. Y'all some clowns. And look, he telling me, oh man, it's, we need it for tax returns, bro. You're fucking us on the tax return, bro. So then while all this is happening, I find out they're trying to sell the rights to a Russian station. Of course, they're trying to get me to sign off so they could get the money without no repercussions, which is a 5-digit big ass fucking number. It was like something around 50 grand. Who knows? It was a big ass number like that. I could get the exact number. All the fucking lock me out of this shit. I'm the main motherfucker that brought all this shit. I should have been good before everybody. This is what happened with the Cassidy shit. And I still cleared my 50 because Lush is a good person. Deep down inside, there's a real nigga inside of Lush. No matter what y'all think in your fucking life, inside Lush, all the druggy, fucked up pussy shit that he does, there's a real guy in there. You know, and that's why he'll always be my homie. And I'll smoke someone if they fuck with him. Real shit. Because he showed he fucked up more than anybody. But he didn't do it on purpose. He fucked up because he just does moronic shit. But then did everything he could to bring that back to where it was supposed to. Constantly came through and made it up. Where them motherfuckers said, you gotta swallow this and move on. So this is part of the first fucking rant out of 100 that are about to come. You know. And this is just to clear to you guys why we didn't get 20 million views, because the battle should have dropped 6-7 hours before it did, but they was pressing me to the point I told them I ain't doing it. And look to what point they pressed me. These bitch ass motherfuckers told me send your digital signature and we'll put it on the paper. Suck my dick, and I have the text messages. What you gonna do? Say you didn't say that? Send your signature, man. We'll do it. Oh man. King of the fucking dot, bro. King of the fucking dot. Fucked with the wrong person, man. Wrong fucking person. I think you guys all thought this was a joke. Everything. Battle rap, all this shit. So many of you fucking clowns that you think that there are people out there that won't kill you over this shit. You think that people won't really... You guys probably think I'm in my house ranting, and if you see me on the street, I would be calm about it. Oh, man. All right, so... for y'all that was in here, I was talking about... Fuck, man, I feel like a lot of people have no idea what's going on, especially the Instagram people. So... anyone on the Instagram, you can go back to my fucking Twitter and you could tune into that shit and you can see what I fucking was talking about before that. So there's like a total of 170 of you in here right now. So look. So with the grind time shit that I was talking about, them trying to make it look like they put it together, me and the fucking homie put up the fucking deposit for it, and it's just always the credit. So there's a parallel with them not giving me any credit for nothing that I've ever done. And it's money. So that's what you guys have to understand. That the anger is not coming from one place. And it's other shit. What they did with my homies. Like, that's like a whole nother day. And a whole nother segment. So, you know. So the credit thing. It's always been this fucking credit thing. The amount of battles that I took for them to save their fucking events when I didn't want to take a battle. So me. And I want all my fans to fucking know this. Like, since the inception of battling, before it even started in my fucking head, since I was a fucking kid, even, let me just start at the thesaurus thing so I don't lose you motherfuckers. From the thesaurus thing, I've had a path and a plan to get where I'm at. When I pick people and I go after them, it's for a fucking reason. There was this whole period of time where I had to bow down and accept battles like Arcane and all this shit. So, what happened with the Arcane shit? I was forced to do that battle. Let me explain to you guys. I came to them and told them, listen, I'm not battling this fucking guy. He's not part of my story. He's not part of my thing. No, he's going to be the biggest thing in Canada. They buffed him up to me. So then I found out he was buying all the bars. I literally tried to bail out of the battle because I don't think it's hip-hop to do this shit. I don't think it's hip-hop. In their fucking head, it's okay if they book a dude that don't write his own shit. In my fucking head, you're shitting on everything that I stand for. And, bro, I'm a freestyler. Like, how is this possible? Why am I in the ring with this guy? Why am I even trying to beat this guy? Why am I trying to prove myself to these people? I explained to him how I have full-blown proof. And they got mad at me. Yo, they flipped out on me because I was going to expose them. I was like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm just going to expose them and I'm not doing this battle. You know, they fucking went crazy. They told me Caustic was a fraud too and all this shit. and that I should shut up and all this shit. And like the thing about Caustic too, I know there's a lot of rumors that Caustic doesn't write his bars and all that shit, so I'm gonna clear that shit up right now. Caustic is a fucking incredibly talented battler. You can't take shit from him. A lot of times battlers, they trade lines together. It happens. He's probably a victim of that. For sure. So, you know, them trying to bunch him up with, you know, Arcane and all this shit, a dude that's breaking down bars for prices, I couldn't believe the shit that I was seeing. So when they just kind of were on some like, fuck you, we don't care shit, I already knew I was headed down the wrong path. So that's when shit started to really get bad for me. I lost the Arcane battle. I flipped the fuck out. I wanted to quit back then. That shit happened. So, all in all, you know, they book, then, you know, a year passes. They book, what do they book? They book me versus Math, knowing the problems we had, knowing what was going on. Okay, and I'm gonna make that a fucking point because of how bad they punished me for the fight. And what they did to me and how they starved me, and I'm gonna get to that shit. Like how I was damn near on the street, bro, and I couldn't even fucking pay for shit. This shit pisses me off so fucking much. So like they knew what the fuck was up with the Math shit. They knew that, they knew what the fuck they were booking. You know, and don't let them fool you. All the fucking, oh, we are a professional company and we can't believe you hit them and all. They were happy. They were getting views. They were being talked about more than smack, and they were fucking happy about that shit. They kept on fronting to me and I knew it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was going through hell because of it. All the fans were calling me a pussy, a faggot, a coward, all this shit. It was the worst shit ever. People thought I was like enjoying it. I was talking shit about Math and all these people just to fucking like somewhat fucking feel like I was in it because everybody was tearing me the fuck apart for some shit that I was cornered into, fucking pretty much try to play me as a fucking sucker. And they were like, in my opinion, they were part of it because at the end of the day, once this shit happened, it was like, you're a fucked up person. You're going to pay us money. You're banned. You can't battle anymore. They wanted to ban me for life at first. And they're trying to come over here to LA and control our fucking scene over here and ban me. And the crazy part is they put out this statement. The statement says, oh man, Math is a victim of violence. We do not condone all this shit. So, you know, I have nowhere to go. URL's tripping on me too. You know, me and URL wasn't cool because they wasn't cool with me firing on Math, even though they didn't like Math for what he did. They didn't condone what I did either. They had a whole meeting and they was like, yeah, this is done. So they literally, I did all this shit for them and we built this shit up to that point. They were, man, on TMZ in places they would never be in their fucking life. This shit gets built up to this point. They fucking ban me and I literally don't know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with my shit. And keep in mind the Pat Stay shit happened with the Total Slaughter shit and I was already fucking over all this fucking shit. So once I get there, and it was the same shit with the Pat shit, like, once I told Organik some shit that I knew about Pat that I was going to bring up in a battle that I decided not to, his face turned red. They got mad. It was just like, okay, cool. I get it. I get what it is. Now I'm banned and I literally don't know what to do with myself. I don't know how I'm going to survive a whole year. Our main income is coming from battling. We're constantly battling because of that. That's why you see me going on a tear around that fucking period of time, because all those little thousands were adding up to money. I was making money. I was surviving like that. I'm sitting there with literally, I'm wondering like, damn, but like in my head, I know I was born for battle rap. Like this is my shit. I have a godlike universal connection with it. Since I was a kid, I found out about battling before I knew about it. I wanted to battle and then I found out there was battling and I just know I'm meant for it. So shit didn't seem right to me that I'm just sitting here like a fucking idiot. And then they getting all this money. Drake put in fucking 100 racks. They take the money. You know, IRS flags them. I find out about them. I didn't even know all this money was on the line. I didn't even get shit. I just knew that they threw the biggest event. I had to act like I was cool with it. I'm sitting over there not knowing what to do with myself. And, you know, out of nowhere, I'm thinking like, how am I going to make enough money for a year to survive a year, pay rent, do all this shit? And out of nowhere, Cassidy falls in my lap. Like the whole Cassidy shit, pause, I mean Cassidy falls in my lap. But the Cassidy thing falls in my lap, and I'm being offered enough money to survive a year. It's the weirdest shit ever. I'm like, and they lost their mind. So I knew that I'm with people that are working against my livelihood. Like, I'm finally eating, and they pissed off about it. How am I going to look at them? In what dimension am I supposed to look at these people as my motherfucking homies? What dimension? Yeah, we're so happy for you, man. So fucking happy for me. They prayed that shit fell apart. And when it did, they probably had a celebration. A real fucking celebration. For real. They probably danced. Because I know how they are. Like, this is not speculation. It's like real fucking resentful bullshit. The Cassidy shit happens. And, so then 6 other months pass and my thing is up. And, I come back, I do the chillage shit. I go on a tear. I fucking rip Jonai's head off. I'm doing all these battles and I'm battling the people that I want. I'm back picking, doing whatever the fuck I want to do, doing my shit, like, and battling comfortably. So that shit starts happening. And, we start getting closer to Bodied and Oxy, which is a whole nother thing. Like, I told you guys a lot about the Oxy shit, but there's a lot more to that. But the Bodied shit, like, even the Bodied shit, I'm going to give y'all, like, just a good little piece of what's going on, and I'm going to lead up to it. Ever since all the shit that I've been doing with them, and I hope KingFly watching this. KingFly will act like he's a, like, I'll never get mad at KingFly. He could talk shit to me as much as he wants. You know why? And the truth is, because he showed me his true colors a long time ago. He really was the only dude out of King of the Dot that wanted to show me my analytics and what I really am worth. And they was mad at him for it. That's the thing. They didn't want him to do that shit. He kept doing that shit. When I was being told that I wasn't shit and I was just part of a whole fucking part of their success, he was pointing out to me, so he could be their guard dog and do all this shit, and I respect him for it because he's doing what a loyal motherfucker should do. And that's fine. I could never be mad at it. I'm too much on a fucking ascended level to see shit how humans see it anyways. I see it how it really is. I know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He knows. He knows exactly, what I was bringing to the table every fucking time and how they were always trying to, even with the Drake shit, they try to come and spin it at me like they brought him to see me. They used him as a crutch against me, when they the ones who lost that connection, dealing with him and not letting the artist who he actually loves deal with him. He's a fan of us. Like, you let people like me, Pat, Hollow, and cats like that deal with him. You don't fucking bring him Avi Rex and unfamiliar faces to talk to him. That's how you fucking lose him. You know what I'm saying? Now, that is part of a whole string of I did this for you. I did this for you. We do this for you. And it got to the point where, and I'm going to disclose just this part before I end this shit. With the Bodied shit, he tried that shit with me. Organik tried that shit with me, and this is the hilarious part. That I am the only person in the world that he shouldn't have did it with, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Now, Kid Twist wrote a fucking battle rap fucking script with tons of varieties of characters that could be played by tons of people. The main character wasn't even picked. It was going to be the guy from Flash at first, and a bunch of shit. What happened was, the script... Everybody got an audition in the fucking script except me. Because my role is not changeable for some reason. They wrote it as an Arabic crazy fucking battler fucking nutcase. And it just fit me with... He paralleled and did mirror fucking reflections of my life. When Kid Twist wrote it, it's like me on steroids. It has tons of just shit that mirrors my life. And when I started reading the script, and I'm going to get to that point... Before I got the script, Organik gives me a call out of nowhere. Hey, man, you just did the biggest thing for you ever, bro. Like, you have no idea, man. And this has always been because we've always been at a conflict. Like, bro, I do all this shit. What's up? Like, and it's always been like that. Like, nah, we do this. Nah, we do that. And it's always that with them. You know what I'm saying? So he hit me up on something. Oh, man, you don't even know what I just got you, bro. So I'm like, what's going on? He's like, bro, you're about to get a call, bro. Just know, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the guy, bro, and all this shit, And I'm just, oh, cool, man, good looking out. I called Joseph Kahn. I go to the fucking, he says, meet me at the sushi place. I get there, they slap a fucking script on the table, and he says, congratulations, you're fucking megaton. I'm reading this shit, and because the script was written 2 years ago, it clearly means that I was going to be in the movie regardless, and nobody fucking helped me out with shit. The character was inspired because I'm fucking Dizaster, which is the same reason why all the other shit that I never get the fucking credit for. The hollow battle happening. The fuck do you mean? King of the Dot and Organic had no idea about the hollow battle till like a week before, or like, I don't even know. They didn't even know shit about nothing. They already had their card. And we decided to do that because we have great ideas. That's what I do. I create these things. The Oxxxy battle. KingFly, again, knows. He might have not disclosed this to King of the Dot, but, if he did, then cool. The messages are there. You know what I'm saying? He knows. I told him, y'all fucked up with Oxxxy, man. We're doing this shit on our own, bro. My bad. You know what I'm saying? He knew what the fuck happened. And he knew that I brought it back out of the goodness of my heart. They could get him to say whatever the fuck he wants. But at the end of the day, he knows I did it because I thought I was doing the right thing. Not I was doing the right thing. I thought I was. Who the fuck got credit for that? Everybody got thanked for the Oxxxy battle except me. He flew himself out to a concert in front of fucking thousands of people and fuck do you mean? Y'all bridged the gap between America and Russia. This who bridged the gap, motherfucker. And yeah, and y'all talking about Lush too. Lush has nothing to do with this. Bishop has nothing to do with this, and that's it. And I don't deal with Gully. Gully has nothing to do with this. I don't know what to tell you guys. For me, it was Avi Rex who was the biggest problem to me. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if he has control over Organic. I know them motherfuckers scrapped over money. I hit Organic up about it, like what happened. He gave me another story. It's always another story. I always got the story wrong somehow. But, I wonder what y'all scrapped over because, as far as I heard, it was pulling money out for lawyer fees that you checked, and he wasn't doing it for lawyer fees. He was just pocketing $4,000 here, $4,000 there for God knows what. Probably hookers knowing you motherfuckers. Real shit. Who fucking knows if people found out what the money be getting pulled out for goes to. It could be for a sick family member, and I could be like, oh man, you know what? Keep that fucking money. But the probability, knowing what type of motherfuckers, man, it's probably hookers. Fucking, who fucking knows, man? Suck my fucking dick. More inner workings. Let's discuss, as I said in the title of the Periscope. Let's discuss how the pay-per-view and the YouTube and all the Netflix shit that I'm talking about and all this other fucking shit works. So, generally when you come do a fucking battle with King of the Dot, they're supposed to give you a contract that allows them to release the video without you fucking being able to take it down. And they never really fucking give us these contracts. They barely do. I haven't signed one in God knows how long. But you see, what these contracts don't tell you, and what was never made clear to anybody, or just ever made, like, they never disclosed what their plans are, even in the contract, or what would happen with these videos if they decided to take them to Netflix, let's say. Which they did. They attempted to. And other big shit, like I just said, with, like, let's say Jay-Z wants to buy some shit. You know what I'm saying? There are so many different fucking revenues that make this money back. So the fact that we are being held accountable for this little fucking money that they're telling us they can't make back at the door is already the fucking, the game. That's where the game starts. The game starts there because there's publishing. Our lyrics, our intellectual property, that could be published for fucking money. So when you sign off your rights, you're giving away all your publishing, you're giving away all your future rights, and you're locking yourself out of an opportunity of getting paid off your own fucking content. It's me and the battler. It's our fucking property. We license it to them. They don't license it to us. In their mind, they think that they're supposed to get paid off everything we fucking do forever. But it's the other way around. We're supposed to license it to them for them to be able to use it. If they want to use it for Netflix or one of these people, they pay us to fuck off. Not you motherfuckers coming at Avocado telling him he has to break you off for putting up a fucking video on Ruin Your Day. It don't work like that. You have to break him off because he's the fucking owner. He has the raw footage. You paid for the fucking cut. You have the cuts. You don't even own the real footage. There's a difference. There's a media buyout. There's a difference. This is how it works. Their fucking part of it is just the cut that they paid for. And that them paying for that, we're not being disclosed what their plans are. So if there's a King of the Dot DVD, you know, you're out of the fucking leverage game. You don't have no leverage. If they decide to be like, hey man, we'll give you like 1%, then that's up to them. But there's no nothing protecting you from that. You know what I'm saying? And the pay-per-view, how do you determine how much pay-per-view I'm bringing in? Well, first of all, I have Lush. Lush is an honest person. Lush will try to, not tell the story and be PC and be political and try to play the political shit. But if you press Lush, he just tells the truth, And the reality of it is Lush, already told me a long time ago, and I didn't have to press him or anything. Lush just, is honest about certain things. And one of those things is that their pay-per-views don't make money without me. He, finds it hard to ever make money if I'm not headlining the card, and that should tell you something. So most of the traffic is coming from me. So I try to implement a pay-per-view system with a barcode and a number that comes with every person that purchases the pay-per-view says, are you buying it for Dizaster or are you buying it for so-and-so? And you can easily see by just databasing it exactly how many people are coming in and buying the fucking pay-per-view from me. They gave me the run around on a million fucking reasons why it won't work. And, I believed it. But, obviously now, I know why it won't work. Because then I'm going to find out my real worth and they're going to have to. See, this is what's happening. I'm paying for a lot of the undercards. That's what people don't understand. By me bringing most of the traffic in that they're making the money off, all the 1,000s and all the however they overpay or do their business with other battlers, they're paying certain battlers 3s, 4s, or 5s or whatever they're fucking doing. And I'm not hating on anybody else's money. I'm just saying the system is backwards. They're going and paying all them first, and they come to me at the end of the budget and tell me, yo, man, we only got a couple racks, man. We need you to. You know what I'm saying? So how do you use the person that's bringing 90% of the traffic getting fucking 10% of the fucking money? That's ultimately what's happening is I'm paying for the undercard because the tickets that they're not selling and pay-per-views that the other guys are not selling, I'm making up for it and selling for it, and I'm not getting that money. So they're making that money and they're able to pay for all this shit. And this has been going on for a long time. And, they'll try to twist that shit around, but that's the reality of the situation. If you're going to take some shit to Netflix, if you're going to take some shit to a Russian television station, I deserve a cut. I don't care how much it is. I'm not saying I need 50% of your shit. I'm saying I deserve a cut, and at least I deserve to know that it's happening. It's not just that I deserve the fucking money. I deserve to know what's fucking going on. I shouldn't be operating with a fucking label a league that operates like a fucking shadow government. You know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck this is. So, spin it how you want. Say how you want about me, how crazy I am online and all this fucking crazy shit. But you can't come on here and be as real as me and talk for hours. You just can't. And if you do, you have to prepare a whole, you guys have been preparing for a long time. And the reality of the situation is what you're experiencing is me just sick of everything. How long I've been holding this in and not exploding? How long I've tried and went at URL for you motherfuckers, dissed them publicly and did all types of shit that I didn't even really feel. Doing it for the same reason that I said KingFly was defending them, just being a fucking guard dog. For what? That's where it all ends, man. And it's crazy because these parts are going to lead into some way bigger shit. If you guys think that this is crazy right now, Wait till I really get into the fucking meat and potatoes. Because the meat and potato, we still, you know, scratching the surface. Once it gets to where it really is, it's... All right, man. I love you all, man. I put my whole life into this shit. My whole entire life. I was like 14 when I started this shit. A lot of these guys were in diapers. You know, and all the shit that I went through, like even just being an Arab and having my family tell me, like, you know, when I was younger, everybody, all of them look at me like, yo, man, they're all becoming doctors and engineers. Man, what are you doing? You know, well, I'm battle rapping, man. What's that? You know, 2001, 2002, all those years. And all this shit just, you know, it's 2018. And I'm going to lead into why, you know, why this is going to explode, because there was an opportunity for me to get a hold of something and make it ours and re-blow up the West Coast, this whole plan that I have. And no matter what I do, people try to get in the way. But, you know, I don't think anybody's willing to sacrifice as much as me when it comes to this. I don't think anyone's willing to go as far as I am. I don't think anybody fully knows how fucking crazy I am. I think you're just all getting to know me. All of you. But I have a good heart. That's all you guys gotta know. And I always try to keep it just transparent as possible. Most of my fans know who the fuck I am, to be honest with you. I talk to all you guys. I probably talk to you guys more than anybody talks. And shit, half of you motherfuckers in here have probably had personal conversations with me. So I'm really not worried about shit in the end, because I've had this like battle rap guiding star that's been on me since I was a kid. I'll tell you guys a nice little thing on a bright note. I knew I was going to battle Canibus when I was like 15 years old. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. But I was actually 14. And I was in Lebanon and I was in the mountains and I was getting high for the first time. Smoking hash and tobacco. And my homie Ahmed, you know, rest in peace, he died. You know what I'm saying? He died for reasons a lot of people die, because he was trapped and never found a way out and got stuck in a perpetual cycle. And I don't need to disclose any more of that. But, you know, Ahmed said, you know, his name is Ahmed Tayara, by the way. For anybody who knows who the fuck I am, knows my fucking upbringing, they'll know who the fuck that kid is. And he went to Eastwood College and he passed away. And I tried to give him a life out here and all this shit. I brought him to America and he fucked up and they deported him. But anyways, he put me on to Canibus. It was my boy Ibi too, Brahim and him. And they put me on to him, but Ahmed was like a big fan of him, and he always told me, like, you can never fuck with this guy, bro. You know, I know you want to rap and you want to do all this shit, but you're a fucking, face it, bro, you're a fucking Lebanese fucking kid. You know, he told me all this shit, and I was like, nah, man, I'm going to kill this guy one day. This guy's the best in the world. Because Canibus was the best in the world. This was like literally 99. I was 14, 15 years old. Like 98, 99. And then when I fucking battled Canibus, I thought about him. He flashed in my face. Spirit was like in the fucking room type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess what I was trying to make a point with this was, I've just always known what the fuck I'm going to do in this shit. And 2018 going to be some other shit. I think it's the year I finally, like, really break out of this fucking shell. So, part 4 coming soon. Hope you guys got enough right now. What up? So, we're on day 2 now. And, you know, these things are not rehearsed whatsoever. Beware of rehearsed statements. Planned out, thought out responses. designed, choreographed attacks. If you're real, you just let it flow, just like I do. 111 people in here, sacred number. So I guess now that the music's done, where will we start? So to determine someone's value, I guess we could go back right now to the DNA battle. And before the DNA battle, exactly what the traffic was like before that happened, and what the traffic became like after that, with the whole Drake. Obviously, we've disclosed this before, that he came to watch me battle DNA. So that was like a package thing that happened that day. Their views, subscribers, and everything skyrocketed from there. And also, not only that, it opened the door for more New Yorkers and URL rappers and other people to start going up there, because before that, it was just the grind time, king of the dot type of thing. How do you determine what someone makes? When in the beginning, when we were really young, and a lot of us, when we just started getting these views, we didn't understand the different forms of revenue that are going to be developed in the future, and because obviously pay-per-view and all that shit wasn't around, and we didn't know what views really, like, how much money it was. In the beginning, we had no fucking clue. I mean, it was so bad that we thought like they make like $100 off a video or some shit. Like, we didn't even fucking know. So logically, with the fact, if you have your main star and you start out doing certain deals the way they were back in the day, you have to logically adapt and negotiate as you go along, which never fucking happened. We stayed on the same program we were on back in the day. The pay rate never fucking changed, but the fucking shit blew up. And it blew up because of key factors that I'm going to mention right now, and I'm going to keep on disclosing, you know what I'm saying? As far as the fucking DNA battle, when that fucking shit first happened, shit started blowing up, and then after that, the views started, we started getting millions of views. It was the first time it was really good, besides them having a beatbox thing and all that shit, if they try to use that or whatever. But like, this was like them really, like, this was like their first viral fucking battle rap. Like, there was no, I got $750 for that battle. And they tried not to pay it to me because Drake gave me money. They were like, "Oh, you still want this? Oh man, you still want this $750?" Like, yeah, motherfucker, that's not your money. Why are you counting another man's pockets? Like, you owe me that, and that's nothing. And like, you try not to give me that. But you see, this is the point, is that back then we didn't understand how it worked. I didn't understand that a simple video like the DNA battle in time makes 20 to 30 racks. So what's the cap on them making their money back? Or if they tell us, "Oh man, we're booking a battle, we're going to lose money on that." So obviously we want you to make money because we're all in the business to make money. But how is it fair when somebody gets a set fucking garbage price and then they have an unlimited cap? So let's say the DNA battle, Jay-Z decides one day, "Hey, King of the Dot, man, I'm putting DNA versus Diz on my new fucking documentary that I'm doing. Here's 500 G's for it because I'm Jay-Z. I'm going to make a shitload of money off it. Here's 500 G's. If battlers think in any of their wildest dreams that they're going to even see any of that money, let alone hear about the deal, you ain't going to hear about the deal. That's the fucking problem. And the bigger problem is them feeling like they're entitled to hiding that from you because in their mind, you're an artist. Now, let's keep something clear. Yes, if you create a fucking little GZ rapper, he's not entitled to know none of those things, and he's not entitled to know any of this shit. But when you got your superstar with you creating all these things with you, you're supposed to, I don't know, build them like you said that you was going to do from the beginning. But I never, in any special treatment that I got with King of the Dot, keep in mind, even with the trailers, how my trailers were slightly bigger or better sometimes, I pressed for that shit. I fought for that shit. They didn't understand how Like, how am I going to get the same trailer as 100 Bullets or somebody? Or, you know what I'm saying? They didn't understand. They didn't want to pay Avocado to do work. They didn't think that investing a budget into marketing a certain battle or all these things that I wanted to do for my battles, I was not allowed to do. I was put to the side. I had no control over shit. And it was constantly like that. So, going back to like, I don't want to sidetrack too much into that, but a lot of it is not just money, and I don't want you guys to think that this is a money issue, because let me tell you something. This is more about a credit thing. Like, even they try to make the Canibus thing look like they saved the battle and we saved you. First of all, I put up half of Canibus's deposit. So, you know, as far as you saving, you didn't save shit. You couldn't even pay the man's fucking deposit. I had to help with that. And not on top of that, I helped with the business but was locked out of it. So, like, our money was used. I didn't get interest on it. I wasn't part of the business. You just used my fucking money and gave it back to me, then told me that, we can't pay you your fee because, you know, we lost money. The point is, the DNA battle, the Canibus battle, all these battles with lots of views on them, they bring in a monthly payment. Now, in the beginning, they'll tell you they're not making money off your battle, but they're constantly making money, because if I have 20 videos on the channel, that's bringing in a combined monthly payment. Now, that combined monthly payment, who the fuck knows what it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even going to attempt to actually, you know, break down the numbers, because they could easily be like, no, it's not that, and they're not going to show numbers, and I can't really. That's the problem, is that whenever they lost money or some shit happened or went fucking foul, I couldn't prove it. I had to take their word for it. Hey, bro, this is just how it is. Sorry. Could you show me? Nah. And keep in mind, not even Bishop sees numbers. None of them see numbers. Only Avi and Organik. So, now, all these battles are happening, and I'm part of them. Like, the Canibus shit, like, I'm not getting. Like, once they, you know, they made the battle happen, it was like, oh, we saved you.